Maybe it won't show up in people's subscription feeds because the duplicates are sitting there. I don't know.
I'm starting.
I mean,
we're starting again after a false start. 5-yard penalty. We're gonna get back into it.
False flag.
False flag. Maybe. So everybody already heard my intro, but whatever. Because for recording purposes, we're going to treat this as the real one. Hello, everyone. Eric Quanton here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream, Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. Had a false start early. We are restarting with a new video. Hopefully, audio now works. I'm joined, as always, by my very patient, loving friends. Chris, playing the Noir Detective, Human Inquisitive, Rogue Wizard Mannix.
I did also confirm that our voices are on this new recording.
Good. That was the important part to
confirm.
False
flag again.
that would have been really bad. So I'm glad we clear that one up. Heather playing the wickedly silent but deadly half-drow assassin rogue Kaless.
Hello.
Rochelle normally playing the popular and charismatic Triton Bard of Whispers Gillian, not joining us this evening. Raymond playing the heedlessly brave Tortle Battlemaster Fighter rogue George. And and Reese playing the undead-hating, animal-loving hill dwarf Druid of the Moon, Theron.
Man, my last comment was so clever.
Too bad no one heard it.
We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Catch up on previous episodes on my YouTube page, as well as read weekly session recaps at RogueWatson.com. Watch behind the scenes, No Players Allowed live series, Crafting Annihilation on Thursday mornings. If you would like to support the channel, check out
That's how I want you to read it every time.
I know.
Like the Lego man, or it was a Hot Wheels guy.
The Lego man.
Yeah.
The Hot Wheels.
Chris Pratt? Who is the Lego man?
Are you talking about the Micro Machines guy?
Micro Machines. That's what I'm thinking of. The guy who used to go on the commercials and just talk super fast.
Like an auctioneer?
Yeah. I don't remember that guy's name. But...
Patreon.com/RogueWatson. Shout out to my platinum patrons, Andrew, Brian, Richard, Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Crazy Pat, and Nick, and gold patrons, RPG, Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy, Numa, Marco Stead, Vicente Gilberto, Sean, a.k.a. Cert2B, Adam, Dead Lizard Lounge, and Sam. And welcome new patrons, Oliver and Jeff, at the copper level. Thank you all so much for your support. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For video chat, we use Discord. For streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs, and I occasionally have to repeat the entire intro, but now we should be good to go. Thank you all for finding the correct video. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation, we had a guest DM, so I think I'm going to let her do the recap. Again.
Everything again, just with less energy.
It's just, yeah.
I did have a clever comment last time.
It's lost forever.
We're in a time loop.
Oh,
It's
man.
Groundhog Day, D&D edition.
Last time we just did things. Okay. So our party boarded the Brazen Pegasus once again after the ordeal at the Typhoon Palace. Both bloodied and beaten, they rejoiced in a feast that Captain Ordermay had set up for them. After the festivities were ended, our group, plus their companion Roka and a new scurvy pirate friend named Pervy Sage, tucked in for the evening. I did not see the T, I saw a different letter, so I'm glad I halted on that. As they all drifted off to sleep, an old friend arrived and bestowed a gift to our merry band of adventurers. After some advanced magic was said and sparkling mist filled the area, our merry band of women and men woke to find someone laughing and realizing that they'd all been turned into mice. Following the trail of an unknown flashing light and a possible new friend, the adventurers were led into a coliseum and given the task of finding the witch's treasure. They were all given a magical cheese, which George ate almost immediately, and shoved into a dark tunnel before anyone could say a word. Once inside the tunnel, our adventurers faced off with a giant house cat who attempted to eat Mannix in one gulp. He was saved by his magical cheese that was really a potion of greater healing. Once the cat was defeated, the team moved on with George in the lead. He would soon be enthralled, though, by a massive spider creature and would whisk the team into its next foray. After defeating the final boss, the team found a massive dragon pin in an unknown bag. They brought their treasures back to the Colosseum, where the Rat King was enraged that they had survived. Before he could do more than sputter, the tiefling woman who Roka identified as his boss's boss, Brysis, arrived and took possession of both the pin and the bag. She threw a fireball at the rat, who had been outed as the weevil that never dies, and returned to the other members of the party mostly unscathed. She took Roka and Pervy with her as she left while casting her spell once again. The team woke up rejuvenated and all realizing that they had the same dream, but as they tried to talk about it, it faded from their memory. When Mannix got up for the day, however, he found a small piece of paper with the words "A debt repaid" on it. Mannix got up, realized his leg was fully healed. The party began then to get ready for their next adventure.
Very
Huzzah.
nice. Good stuff. All right, so that pretty much takes care of a lot of the journey that we all took to go from loading giant maps, Jahaka Bay to Shilku Bay, I believe. And through all these trials, including one as mice, you all reach level 6.
Level 6.
It's been a hard-fought low levels.
It really has. It felt like level 5 lasted a long time.
I can tell you exactly how long level 5 lasted, in fact. It was a long time. Let's see, you were level 5 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, including the mice adventure sessions.
All right.
Quite a bit, ever since leaving Oralunga. Dungeon level 5.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go over some level 6 action. Let's go in reverse order this time. Let's start with Theron.
Ugh.
And I should have mentioned this before, but Roll20, I don't know if any of you guys have messed with this at all, but there's a thing called the character monster that on your character sheet, you can actually click on the gear next to where it says spells, scroll down, and click on launch level plus character monster. It'll actually walk you through exactly what you get at that level, and you can plug stuff in. You don't have to do that, but it's kind of a nice tool that they've added to let you turn everything into like drop down bars and that kind of thing. And it even has a button to like roll hit points and stuff.
Wow. I didn't do that. I thought the character mancer was only.
So when it first came out, it was only for level 1s, but now they've changed it. At some point, like a month or two ago, they added that you can just level up for any level, including multi-classing. It's actually a pretty cool UI and all that. I've messed with it a little bit, but it seems pretty nice. But I realize that's still kind of new, and obviously it's totally optional. But it is there if you want to use it. Otherwise, don't. All right, Theron, tell me about level 6.
Level 6, I get magical claws.
Ooh.
Magic
Or-
claws.
Flippers? I don't know what other animals I use.
Well, you have fangs as a spider.
Okay, I get magical fangs. I get magical unicorn horn from the rabbit thing.
Oh yeah, right.
Someday he'll turn into that rabbit.
And then the magical tongue from the frog, I guess.
Sure.
But I get to turn into CR level 2 creatures, I think.
Yeah.
Which means I get to be the Allosaurus.
Allosaurus.
It's dinosaur time.
Which you've had for a while.
I've had it for a while.
You just
and
banked it.
Very sad it took us this long.
It's taken a while.
Yeah, so I think that will mostly be replacing bear form from now on.
We gotta think of a new name to call you though. Theron Bear. We can't call you Theron Bear anymore.
Or it'd just be really funny.
Theron. You got to come up with some kind of other portmanteau of the.
Just call me Al.
You can.
Theronsaurus?
Theronsaurus.
Theronsaurus is pretty good.
That's probably the best.
Yeah, Allosaurus has better hit points, better armor class. Does not have the multi-attack, but hits like a fucking truck and has pounce,
Yes.
so it seems pretty solid.
Yeah, the
Okay.
pounce is what I really like from the Deinonychus, but I didn't really hit for that well that much.
Right.
God, Allosaurus is a +6 to hit. Yeah, that's a big upgrade. Because you've been using that bear since level 1, right?
Yes.
Or level 2, I think, technically, whenever the druid gets wild shape. But yeah, that's
yeah.
crazy.
Pretty early on.
That is a big upgrade. You get new spells too, surely, right?
Yes, I got picked up Daylight. Let's see if I can.
Show us daylight.
Looks like he gets a third level spell slot. I don't know how your learned spells work.
Sort of like clerics, I can just learn whatever I want to
Okay.
when I rest. But yeah, it's a pain to. And actually, it's not really that big of a pain anymore to change out the spells, but
Mm.
I still don't.
But I'm lazy.
Yes. So I have that now.
60-foot radius sphere of light.
Oh, wait, is that or water breathing? I forgot about water breathing. Oops. Hold up.
Oh.
Changed his
Got an
mind.
audible. I completely forgot about water breathing for some reason. I'm gonna do
Well-
water breathing instead.
Is this the one where you can choose which one you memorize at a time, or do you still have to have only a couple learned? I literally forgot how it works.
I can have a certain amount that I know at a time and prepared at a time,
Okay.
and then that can change after a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, I can change everything on a long rest. So,
Change my
It's not
clothes, change my personality.
yeah. Water breathing just allows me to make the entire party breathe water for a while.
Entire party.
Up to 10 people for 24 hours.
Wow. All right.
It's not concentration.
Really? That's.
From
Just grow gills for a day.
They have to be within a certain like radius of you or anything? It's like making a bubble. You have to hold hands awkwardly.
Let me
Just
put in my
brush
sheet. I'll show
their
you.
neck.
Sing a song.
Sing a sea chanty.
Here we go.
You have to
Wow.
sing
30
Baby Shark.
30 feet.
Baby
It is
Shark.
pretty cool.
The entire time you have to be
Yeah.
singing Baby
Yeah.
Shark.
Yes.
Baby.
Wow. At 30 feet. Okay. That's pretty solid. And you can even do it as a ritual too. Nice.
hmm
Very, very nice.
Yep. So that's my cool stuff. It's all right, I guess.
Yeah.
For the dinosaur, Theransaurus.
Theransaurus. That's a big
Yeah,
upgrade.
Magical
Much better than
Tyrannosaurus.
A
Yeah.
magical Theransaurus. Got magical claws and things. Alright,
I
show
get-
me some hit
yeah.
points, you 18 Constitution asshole. Sorry, 19 Constitution. Lord. Are druids a D8?
Yep.
Wow.
I think so. Oops.
Take that average.
Take the average, which is 5. Plus your con of 4 is 9 new hit points.
Plus Hill Dwarf is.
Plus Hill Dwarf is a Tenski. And unfortunately, our long rest macro no longer works. You guys' tokens aren't on here anyway. But I can't seem to. None of us can do that macro anymore. So you have to go back to just old
Okay.
school, like healing your hit points and spell slots for now until I figure out. Or hopefully somebody that watches this video can tell me how to do it.
What happened to
What
our
happened to our
macro?
long rest
Is it-
macro?
Is it like a sequel or like an SQL?
Maybe it's just I think it's just HTML code, maybe.
I might be able to help you tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I have to write that for work sometimes. So
Yeah, I had one that for some reason just doesn't work anymore, so I don't know if there was some update that I need to change, but we were relying on that for our all long rest needs for pretty much the whole campaign.
So, Manix, my max hit points right now is 66.
66. That seems pretty healthy.
At some point in this campaign, you're gonna get to 3 times my HP.
Yes, that's gonna
That's-
happen.
just because you're
Well,
increasing at a rate.
If he
that is-
transforms into an Allosaurus, he has another 50 hit points on top of that.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing too.
You could ate like 7 Manixes.
And I will.
I suspect you're gonna be double my hit points at the end of this level up.
All right, Mr. George, tell me about level 6.
Did we long rest?
Yeah, I was just saying that the long
yeah, we
rest
did.
macro
That's
no
right.
longer works. Yeah, so you have to just
So we're
manually,
leveling up.
and you have to manually do all your shit. So
Trying
we're
to find
roughing
a
it.
spot to put here. Saving, like if how to calculate my save throw, but I'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Like, is there a place to put save throws for certain moves? My new thing I'm doing has a saving throw that you have to roll, but I don't know how to.
It should be in the gear. Like it should have an option.
Just put it in the description.
Which-
Oh,
I think.
if it's gear, so I have to put it in as a gear. It's one of my feats.
No.
It's
Which
one
thing
of
are you talking
my
about?
feats. Instead of how I usually do the precision attack, etc.
Yeah.
I'm changing one of them,
Okay.
and it has a saving throw.
Oh, okay. That should be in your thing that it tells you how to calculate what the
It doesn't have to
DC.
calculate it, but is there a way I can plug it in so that way if like our proficiency bonus changes, I don't have to worry about it?
Oh,
I'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
I'll try gear.
There is, if you add it as a weapon attack. As a weapon
do that.
attack, you can
Yeah.
add.
I'll probably
So-
do that.
to where it's
That
a
way I
thing
don't
you
have
can
to,
click
I can roll
on.
1d8.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
George is gonna go fighter 5. Since
What
he,
fighter?
he took one rogue, so
Get
he's
that
actually
multi-attack,
fighter.
son.
Yes, he gets multi-attack, which, as the name
Mm.
says, you get an extra attack. And
You
because
didn't
I
already
choose-
have that?
No, that was a bonus action with my
was-
other hand.
He was using his bonus tool wielding thing, so
I had 2 weapon fighting,
yeah.
but now I can do an extra attack.
Oh,
Plus my
oh,
bonus.
right. Right.
Okay. Other than that,
Whirling dervish over there.
Yeah.
he is pretty boring at level 5 fighter, but wait,
hmm
when did my proficiency bonus go up? I didn't realize. I
It
guess
should
it's
go
my
up last.
total.
I think
It went up last turn because that one's total character level, I believe.
Ah, I see. Okay. And I'm actually going to change one of my feats because I really don't use fainting attack. So, do I
one
need
of
to tell you what
your
it is right now? Or
Maneuvers. Yeah,
can
go
I
ahead.
surprise you-
This is the
can
time
I
for it.
surprise you later?
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can surprise me later. Unless
if
you
I
want
want
to
the
explain to
DM
the
to-
class what you can do.
It's pretty self-explanatory. It'll come up.
Now I'm really excited.
he's developing a secret maneuver that he's not showing. anyone.
Exactly. Yeah, he's training in the shadows over there.
All right, but that's it for our George. It's a 1d10 plus Constitution modifier.
Just roll a straight 1d10 so I can tell where the roll is, and then we add the con after that.
Okay, come on, dice god.
Oh,
For boy.
another stinker.
So 6 plus my Constitution
Yep.
is a 3, so
Yep.
plus 9. Brings me up to 57.
57.
Druid's gonna outshow us all.
Yeah. Freaking.
What is it?
How-
What is there in it?
Many hit dice do you get back in long rest?
Half.
Yeah.
Is it half? Okay.
But we're gonna be on the. on the
You guys
ocean
long
for
rested
days and
for
days.
2 days.
2 days. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should all be like
Which-
fully.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's about 2 days from Jahaka Bay over to Shilku Bay where we're gonna be jumping back in.
But I think it's half rounded down, right?
Okay.
We should have 6, right? So it's.
I don't know exactly.
I have 8.
Hit die? Yeah, you should have whatever your level is.
Just kidding.
I was trying to figure that out.
Where did he get extra hit
No,
die from? How dare you?
I was trying to. I was like,
We're all confused.
"Hug? Why do I only have 6? Took me into a spiral.
The character also regains spent hit dice up to a number of dice equal to half of the character's total number. Minimum of 1 die. Doesn't say what it. I think there's a rule. Just everything is rounded down though.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Gillian is not here. I don't really want to level her up when she's not here because she's got spells and shit. So we're just gonna leave her in limbo. I
She
think.
already. I mean.
Oh, she did?
Uh huh.
Okay. We could do that then.
All right.
Go
she
for
gets
it.
a pretty cool. Bars get a pretty cool thing at level 6.
Go on.
Well, I forgot exactly. I have to.
I don't have it
It's
memorized.
a, it's a good lead up and bad execution.
Let's see. I'm on the thing. It's 6th level.
Is it counter
what
charm?
school is she? She's Whispers, right?
I think so.
Is it this thing? Is that what I'm looking at? Did you already put it in?
Yeah.
Gain the ability to use musical notes or words of power to disrupt mind-influencing effects. As an action, you can start a performance that lasts until the end of your next turn. During that time, you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet of you have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. Creature must be able to hear you to gain the
we used
benefit.
that last week.
Yeah.
It seems like we come across that pretty often. So.
Yeah. It's an AoE protection against that. That's pretty solid.
Yeah,
And-
she was like the School of Valor. She's like, oh, you get to attack twice. That's cool. Oh, wait, I'm not that.
I'm not that. I'm reading the Whispers one, and it's weird. Mantle of Whispers?
Is that 6th level?
Yeah. She, like, takes... I don't know if that's... I can copy and paste it, but... She takes someone's shadow when she kills them, and she can look like that person?
What?
Wow, that's cool.
When a humanoid dies within 30 feet of you, you can magically capture its shadow using your reaction.
Is this from Xanathars? Was that where this came from?
Whispers? I don't know.
The Whispers one?
Man. So she can capture your shadow, Mannix, when you go down. Then they wouldn't know who to attack.
Probably is, because it's at the end of this list of...
Yeah, College of Whispers. Yep, Mantle of Whispers. That is at 6th level. She gets Counter Charm and Mantle of Whispers. That's okay.
Yeah. And I don't know what spell she took.
Okay.
I assume that's one of the higher level ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's got the same spell thing as you in terms of spell slots and stuff. And maybe the spell's learned, but they might actually defend on the Metaphire. I don't know. I can keep track of y'all's spell stuff. Should we roll her hit points then? Or do you want to wait for her to...
Save it.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
save it. I'm okay with that. Celeste, tell me about level 6.
My level 6 is really dinky compared to everybody else's. I just get to take 2 of my already proficient skills and make them even more proficient.
I
How
can only
exciting.
kill once. I can kill twice.
That's right.
So, I guess I chose Deception and Sleight of Hand. Namely because there's not really a good option to use my Thieves' Tools, and apparently I've already maxed out Acrobatics and Stealth, so...
Maxed out. I
It
can
only
be no
gives
better.
you off. So, that's all I get at 6. I don't get anything else.
That's it, really?
Yeah,
Yep, that's it. That's it.
they get expertise at 6. It's really weird. They don't get much.
Yeah. Now
That is-
7. 7, I get some good shit. I get my evasion.
Okay.
I
The
get
evasion's great. Yeah.
I get extra stuff for my sneak attack, but
attack.
no, sneak is six
Ah,
is
right.
easy. So, all right. So I gotta hit the roll button, right?
Yes. Hopefully that'll work.
Hey.
Oh, that's
I
good.
got a
You rolled
7.
7 on a
Yeah.
D8.
Well, I'm in the. Okay, so will it automatically add all my stuff in from this character monster thing?
I think so. I think that's how it works.
Okay, we'll find out.
I assume it made that number 7.
Yeah. It says I now have 63 hit.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think that's
I
right.
did have-
Because
yeah, I did have 52. So
Yeah.
I went up 11 hit points.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, my con is +4.
yeah,
So-
2 of y'all had 4 cons like this whole time. There's so much hit points. So much hit points. My goodness.
There we go.
Mr. Mannix. Tell me about level 6.
Level 6, he's taking a second level of Wizard.
Wizard.
Wizard! Which gives him 2 additional spells, and because everyone is hassling him about it, he will take shields.
Ah,
You could have used that last week too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then he's going to take Find Familiar. That's a big block of text.
that is a big block of text.
Jeez.
But he gets an elf and summon a familiar.
I'm really disappointed in you for not choosing the frog.
I know! We could have done fun things with the frog.
I hate frogs.
What about Allosaurus?
Or an Allosaurus, yeah.
He's-
2 Allosaurus.
It's right.
That's right.
An Owlsaurus? I get it.
So we can assume that because the way this works is I have to spend the 10 gold to summon him, 10 gold worth of materials.
The DM just shows up and you pay the bank, basically.
Basically, the way it's worded as that.
He has to get a $10 bill and just light it on fire.
Yeah, kind of.
Basically.
It says 10 gold worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs. So I have to, yeah.
Just smoke it up.
Yep. And when I have him, I can pop him in and out of existence as an action. Except if he dies,
Like a Pokemon.
if he dies, he pops out of existence until I pay the 10 gold again and recast the spell.
Okay.
So we're gonna say that while we're in the boat, I went ahead and summoned him, so I have him, and maybe he's just not popped into existence at the moment.
Knowing you wouldn't actually care to check on him at all.
He's in
no
a pocket.
emotional
He's in one of the pockets. I don't remember which one.
Well, it smells like owl droppings.
And he also, second level wizard, gets a school, and with the divination school, he gets the familiar portent.
We haven't seen that one in a while.
Yeah. Which I am flavoring as less seeing the future and more like manic seeing the angles of things and figuring out how things are going to happen.
Okay. I like that.
I get 2 dice, 2 d20 rolls, and I can replace an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by you or a creature that you can see with one of these rolls. So I will go ahead and roll those.
Wait. Did I do that when I was a wizard?
You remember this? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
That sounds
happening.
familiar.
Yep.
I was about to say, I remember when Reese got this. This worked out really well in his
It's
favor a
fun.
couple of
It's
times.
Yeah.
it's a nice thing to have.
No, you rolled a 4. Oh. Wow.
Hey, look at those rolls.
Wow.
Those are some good ones to have too.
You can instantly make somebody a crit.
A
or
crit.
miss.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. He is seeing the angles on that one.
Yep. All right, and that's it for levels.
Is there any rule about when you can declare to use that? I don't remember if that ever came up.
I think it says you're supposed to declare before you see it, but I'm not. I think it says that. But we see it immediately. You don't hide your rolls from us. So
No, that's
I
yeah.
don't know how to do that.
Well, I mean, if you use like the 5 for a saving throw that he has to do, so say Reese makes him have to do a saving throw, you could be
That's
like,
true.
don't even bother, you're already going to fail.
Yeah. In other words, you can't like if I roll bad and you're like, oh, never mind, I'm not gonna. You'd have to like lock in. I guess we're gonna use it.
Yeah.
I remember though the problem we had with Talus is a problem we're probably gonna have here, where if I want to use it, but you've already made the roll.
Yeah.
If the timing's not right, if I don't get in there quick enough, we'll see.
We'll have to play with it. I may have to just slow my shit down and kind of. If you've got your stuff, I'll verify with you.
Yeah.
But on the other hand,
That's-
if
okay,
I do
you
go
gotta
really
replace it?
fast, then I would probably be lenient about it too. Yeah, it does say you must choose to do so
That's
before
sort
the
of
roll.
what last time too.
Yeah.
What do you say?
We sort of it was a give and take for a
Yeah.
while
Right.
for them to
Yeah.
groove.
Yeah, give it to a groove, exactly. Alright, Wizard. Hit points for you has got to be a D.
Now you're useful.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. D6.
D6.
I don't think anybody's a D4 in this game.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. They don't have D4s anymore, do they?
Nope.
Wizards is finally like, yeah, that sucks. Alright.
5. That's all right. So that's straight up 5 because I have no Constitution.
It's me.
Better than half your party rolled, yeah.
That's right. Which brings me to what is 32.
30
sorry.
33 hit points.
33 hit points.
That is 2 Therons.
Or half a Theron.
Half a Theron.
Wow. This is why you go down all the time. Everybody's like, man, Mix always goes down. Like, well, he's got half the hit points of everybody else.
I did it to myself.
Exactly. This is the life he chose. This is the life he chose. Alright. That is level 6. No, Strider, we are using Discord for video chat, in fact. So, you all spent, after that nightmarish event with the mice, you wake up and spend about another day traveling southeast until you can feel the ship turning north as you head into Shilku Bay. You can feel the wind changing direction. The air actually grows hot and stale when you enter the bay, despite obviously still being on the water. And as you navigate your way north, Captain Ordame says that Shilku Bay is as far east as I'll ever go, and that includes the east side of the bay. Some bloody idiots tried to build a village down here, and it was swallowed up when the volcano erupted. Active volcanoes are all over this region, dumping lava into the bay and turning the water into poison. She shakes her head and says, I'll get you as close as I can to that mine, but that's as far as I can take you. And I understand you have business deeper in the jungle as well.
Oh, yeah. What was our plan? To go to the mine first, and then we're going to Omu? Is that right?
Sounds about right.
So from there, we're taking off into the jungle.
So it has been a while. Yeah, you guys are heading towards Wormheart Mine at the request of Hugh wanting to retake it and just seeing that it was
Good
much...
old Hugh.
That's right.
Still here.
And seeing that this was the quickest way to get to it. But also you've got the albino dwarf with you, Musharib, who says that there's a dwarven forge connected to the mine underground that he wants to basically reclaim that for his people. He says his people have been driven out by fire newts, which are these like sentient lava creatures. And then from there, yeah, you all do know the location of Omu, and you are convinced that that is where the souls are being drawn into, which is this ancient, forgotten city in the jungle.
All right. Yep, that's right.
It all checks out.
Checks out DM.
That's how I remember it, too.
I foresaw it.
Yeah. Roka is gone. You all are trying to remember what happened as the memories kind of fade from the events of the last day or so, but
yeah.
Roka's no longer on the ship, and you have one less like random pirate on it, which you didn't have very many to begin with anyway, so you probably did pretty much know like their faces and names by now.
Does Ordame ask where one of her pirates, or I guess it's not her pirates, they're just the pirates.
Yeah, everybody's kind of confused about it, but everybody, that magic seems to affect everybody on the ship. So everybody's kind of the same, like, confused, like, oh, I guess we must have, like, shipped them off or dropped them off on land or something. Everybody kind of shrugs with the same, like, awkward, this is one of those things.
Must have jumped overboard, it happened.
Must have jumped overboard.
Somewhere Bryce is just laughing.
Yeah, exactly. You're, like, cackling at some point. But you spend the rest of the day trudging slowly north as the wind dies down and dark, ashy clouds begin to envelop the sky, even in this distance away. Hugh comes up to you, Theron, and says, we're close now, Theron. I can smell it.
The ash? I think everyone can smell that.
The mine, Theron.
Oh.
Smells like opportunity. Riches.
So, are you still okay with giving the albino dwarf his home back when we get in there?
He sighs and kind of looks askance and says, we'll see how you feel when we take the mine, Theron.
He's really convinced that he's going to convince you.
Once you see what I see. The rest of you want to be doing anything during this last little leg of your journey on the boat?
So is she actually gonna drop us off on land?
That's the plan. She said she can swing in, and she's going to go in as far north as she can, and basically just drop you guys off. And then from there, she's kind of wondering, you know, if you guys are just going to be on your merry way, or if she's supposed to like hang around in the bay for a little bit. Although sounds like she's not very cool with that. She doesn't seem to like this area much.
Right.
We'll be okay without her.
You guys did, by the way, moor
Not
the
escape.
other pirate ship that you had captured up by Jahaka Bay. So you technically have your own ship, but it's just parked way the hell back up there.
And we're great sailors, so
Yep.
Easily trek across the jungle and jump into that thing.
Yeah.
We could just tell her to go like, move the car for us, and then she can do what she wants.
Pick us up some snacks real fast.
Circle around the block a few times.
The parking spot.
Oh, Mom, don't give us a kiss. You're gonna embarrass
Captain Ortome yells for one of you to get in the crow's nest and be a spotter for these, just because it's literally getting really thick and dark and cloudy.
Spotter. I do see things at a distance pretty well with my lenses.
Up you get, Manic.
Yep. She's like, I'm really low on crew.
1 second though. Before he does that, I
Chuck
actually
him overboard.
that goes without saying.
Where'd Manix go? It's just one of those things.
Yep. We already established.
It's already
it happened.
fading from my memory.
Oh wait, I wouldn't have that learned. Or, never mind.
I was gonna do something and then said that.
Wait, no.
I was going to cast daylight on you, but I don't have that prepared.
Ah, right.
Blind you while you're in the crow's nest.
I already regret not having that spell.
Careful you don't take it. That's the next one.
That's
you
the
need.
one. That's the one you'll need. Yeah, that's how it works. All right, Mannix, you're climbing up into the crow's nest. What do the rest of you want to be doing, if anything?
Can you cast light or something on yourself?
Yeah. Well, I've got a lantern. I can't cast light. I don't.
Well, you can't.
What am I, a
Gillian
wizard?
Can do it.
Yeah, Gillian can cast light on me.
Yeah.
Just in case it gets real dark up there.
Okay.
Then I'm like,
I can
Yeah.
cast fairy fire on him, and then he'll just glow.
I'll glow.
That's even
I don't know.
better.
I'm not sure how that's helpful. I'm becoming like one of those blinking lights on top
Yes,
of ships.
on the top of ships. Yes, you gotta have them at night,
Alright.
man.
Well, all right. I'll cast dancing lights at the top by the crow's nest. I haven't done this in a
It's
while.
gonna look weird, really weird for me.
Yeah, it's all
Light
gonna,
everywhere.
it's actually hard for you to see with all the lights glowing around you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, get in my way.
Everybody's gonna be able to see you real easily, though.
But I can cast it like in front of the boat too, like as like the headlights. 'Cause
Okay.
I have a
Mhm.
range
There
of
you go.
120 feet, and then they can all go out like 60 feet from each other, something like that.
Nice.
I'm be casting Druidcraft and trying to see what the weather's going to be like the next 24 hours.
Humid.
Okay. Let's see. You
It's going to be doomy.
That's right.
side order of doom.
Ashy. Ashy with that.
Ashy. I get it.
Oh, predict. Okay, there it is. You create a tiny predict what the weather be. Okay. You feel that the weather should be pretty calm in your area, but it's just this is also seems to be the just normal weather for this location with just heavy obscured ash and smoke and clouds. Which I'm not sure if that counts as weather, but I'll let you sense the fact that that's just kind of the normal. Because volcanoes are technically natural, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like the natural weather of this area.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
You-
man,
you don't sense any, like, storm.
I'm going to go back in the hold.
Okay.
Can't stand this boat.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough. While I'm up there too, and up in that crow's nest, I will pop Owly, whatever I decide to call him.
Come up with something, because otherwise it's going to be fucking Owly. And that's terrible.
Call him Allosaurus.
Allosaurus. Just make it as confusing as possible. The Allosaurus! No, Allosaurus! And since he's got, I think owls are very good at perception and seeing things, I'm going to have him just sort of strafing the area too, around me, looking out.
Okay. How does that work with the familiar? Can you see what he sees, or how does this happen?
I can choose to, but like I go blind if I do that. Like I literally have to go to like a. Let's see how it reads.
You like possess him?
Yeah, during this time, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and ears to hear what it hears until the start of your next turn, gaining the benefits of any special senses the familiar has. During this time, you are deaf and blind with regard to your own senses.
Okay.
As an action, you can temporarily disappear familiar, which that's what I said before. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not doing that. I'm just sort of... Also, because the thing, I think it says somewhere that me and the familiar are telepathically linked.
I have a special bond.
That's right. While your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. So I don't need to like see through its eyes right now. He's just
Kill yourself.
Man, he just goes full blown psychopath.
You look down and just see Gillian just whispering.
Don't talk to my owl.
Yeah.
Stay away from her, Owly. She's dangerous.
It's not Owly, god damn it.
I think it might be.
Owly now.
Oh my god.
I like Owly.
I hate you,
Owly hoots.
Hoots would be great. Any of them. Alright, Mr. Mannix, you've got some light around you. It's still very cloudy in the distance. I would like to get a perception check from you, please, as you try to be the spotter. All right, Mr. Mannix, you see a large creature, a large red form flying straight towards the ship. It is barreling towards you at the moment, and it is opening its mouth, and you see flames in its mouth. How would you like to react to this?
I fuck right off. Can I see what it is, or just
Come on, need something snappier than that.
Well, I mean,
Owly, shield me.
I'm immediately descending the crow's nest and just screaming that something's coming. That save yourselves, every man for himself.
Descending
We're
the crow's
fucked.
nest. He's just going down as fast as he can.
Just
You
screaming.
jump off the
things.
crow's nest, but you don't make it off the boat, so you just...
I just land on the deck.
You want to give me an athletics check for climbing down swiftly, or do you want to try to just take your time with this?
Um,
So I'll let you descend swiftly, but it will require a check.
how high up am I?
We'll say that you are... Boy, how high is a mast on a ship? Let's say you're
I don't know.
30 feet high.
High enough to break a neck.
Yeah.
That's really tall.
All right. Let's try the athletics check. It's a 0, so straight up see what happens in a d20 roll.
Remember, you can always say you're going to succeed.
Yeah. Okay, 17. That's solid. I'm in full panic mode.
All right, that's pretty good. You are able to descend at the same moment that this dragon comes barreling towards all of you. I am going to switch you over so you can give me some initiative rolls, please. So because you spotted the dragon, there is going to be no surprise round. as you are able to shout warning to everyone as you come down the crow's nest.
Save yourselves!
Yes.
How far away is the dragon?
At the moment, it is about 50 feet away. Almost
I
on
will
top of
also-
you.
I will also have Ali come in and tuck him into my vest where he will go into the pocket dimension. I don't want him
Okay.
getting burned alive by a dragon.
Wow. How? Why? Why me?
I was hoping the entrance to the pocket dimension would be in your pants. You just
Open the pants, Al.
Yeah.
There. I have to open it
The
back
noble
up.
pants owl.
That's where it is now.
we call them pantsies.
Hey kid, I got
I
something
didn't have my
in
token
pants. You
selected.
wanna see?
That was a 13, actually.
All right. Who would like to control Gillian for the evening?
What's the job?
Let's not all be too excited about it.
I'll do it. I've never controlled another character, I don't think.
There you go.
And I do live with her, so.
Should offer you some benefit.
Not against my will, but
What are you, Theron? There we go. All right, you should have control.
I guess the other problem is on the bottom, below deck.
You are below deck, yes.
So I can't see her right now.
Okay.
wait.
You don't have
Never
vision?
mind.
You should have her
Plus.
vision.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So technically gonna roll for the pirate NPCs, which is very bad.
Can't be worse than my critical fail.
Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah, those are some bad
Right.
initiatives.
Yeah.
Did you roll for her initiative?
No. Should I?
Indeed. That'll work.
Oh,
Man.
you're really bad initiative.
Real bad
Yeah.
initiatives across the board. Look at that. The highest is a 14.
Everyone just stared at me as I was just scrambling other things, screaming about
Like,
death.
what?
That's all.
Yeah. Alright, Theron, you get the first reaction. You are still below deck and you kind of hear this muffled screaming from Mr. Mannix.
What's the dwarf's name?
Hugh Hackenstone is your friend.
Oh, that's you.
That
Is
you.
the violent dwarf on the boat?
He is. You don't see him at the moment.
So I assume we're just drinking.
It's good
We're
assumption.
sauced, right?
What's that human up to now?
Well,
Blubbering about I can't believe he's with our party.
It's an odd group you got together there.
Yeah. Well, they smell better than you, so. I guess I'll go up deck and top deck or whatever you say and see what the hubbub is.
He nods and belches loudly.
Don't strain yourself. Alright, so I'll go up deck.
Okay.
And at this point, did I see the dragon?
You all can see. Well, I guess actually Mannix saw it originally, so he can probably yell to that effect. But I don't think any of you could actually see it very well from your vantage point. But you know something is amiss. You see Mannix just
Which
uh,
direction was the dragon coming from?
the north.
The north. Okay.
which is where you are headed.
Ah. Straight up barreling towards us.
Yep.
What's going on, Mannix?
A goddamn dragon on us. That's what's happening.
Yeah,
Barreling down. We're all gonna die, man.
I'm sure there is. And then at this point, do I see it?
You see a little bit of red occasionally peeking out through these dark clouds. But it's getting close enough now where, yeah, you think you can see a large red form flying right towards you.
Holy shit!
I told you.
My God! Why didn't you say something? And I'll turn into Al Source.
Al! I may have to remake your token. Let's see, do you have that option? Yes, you do.
Handle you beacon Allosaurus?
Should be the last one on there. There you go. Change your temporary to 51.
Ooh, look at that Allosaurus.
As you come down, you're screaming. And this giant Allosaurus just emerges from the cabin.
Clear-eyed and
That's right. Mr. Mannix, you get to react also.
and I'll ready
Oh.
an action if the dragon happens to come close enough.
Okay.
Should
I'll
the
try
dragon deem to land on the ship?
Yep.
Ooh. I'll try to pounce on it.
There you go.
There you
It comes
go.
within 30 feet. I'm gonna jump at it. No, wait.
Oh, no.
I have to move 30 feet.
No, right.
Yeah. Just ready a claw.
How far away would I gauge that the dragon is at this point?
You gauge that at this point, it's probably about 40 to 45 feet away.
Oh boy, so it's closing in hard.
It's closing in hard, yeah.
All right. I will. Dear. I will point my hand in the general direction of the dragon.
Look, dragon!
Look. And I will send a message to that dragon in a whisper that only you can hear, only the dragon can hear. That I'll say,
Eat the Allosaurus first.
yeah. We mean you no harm, great big old dragon. We're lost. We're just trying to get out of here. We'll be out of your hair shortly. Just don't roast us alive, please.
Basically, you just told them that no one will know if we were missing.
Bro, no one will miss us when we're gone.
We're so far off course, we'll never be tracked.
Yep.
We have so many valuables upon us.
We're overladen with gold.
So much meat on our bones.
I don't know how to sail this.
It's like, wait, can I re-record?
We have no weapons to defend ourselves.
At least one of us is a pacifist.
Is this going well? I feel like this isn't going well.
Where's the re-record button?
Yeah. And I will use my action to duck under the deck or head down these stairs.
Confident in his ability to talk to the dragon.
I'm sure I taught the dragon how to burn.
He then hides under the deck. Alright.
Did it reply in a whisper Mannix could hear?
I don't think it can reply on this magic, does it? It's just a one-way...
Yeah, no, it says the target. Here's
you're right.
You can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. So it can reply, but only Mannix will hear it.
Okay. Mannix, do you
So he's
speak...
hearing the voices in his head again.
Do you speak Draconic?
I'm sure I don't.
You know I don't.
Does the dragon speak Undercommon?
Does the dragon want to speak common?
Right. No, I do not speak Draconic.
Okay, you hear a message that feels very malevolent in Draconic in your mind.
No. Does it sound like even... Because I was speaking in Common. Does it sound like
We're
he even
speaking in
understood?
Common.
Yeah.
You might be able to gauge the intention of the fact the dragon did not reply in Common.
We're fucked, guys. Good luck.
And Mannix disappears under deck.
Yep.
This dragon... And meanwhile, Captain Ordermaid is just screaming and shouting like, what is it? What's up there?
Dragon! I thought I explained that pretty clearly.
And her face
Why
goes...
is no one listening to me?
her face goes really pale and she just kind of stares ahead. And then this red dragon comes swooping down from the sky.
He's on the chip.
That's pretty impressive.
Roasts roasts the ship with its fire breath. Just does a swooping fly and unleashes its jaws, and just a torrent of flame comes shooting out of its mouth, spreading along the ship.
This is what, Rate of Fire? Is that the movie?
Yes.
They just see like the napalm runs with the.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I would like to note that last week when I had you guys pick up a red dragon pin, I had no idea this was going to happen.
This was not foreshadowing.
No.
I need everybody in the middle section of the ship right here, which is all of you currently.
I'm below deck. I am.
Oh, did you go below deck?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not real sure where I am. I guess I'm on the deck just at the top in
Yeah.
my little doorway.
To give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
Dear God, this is.
What'd you say? Dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw, please, as this dragon flies by and just breathes a plume of fire, never stopping its flying motion. Literally just a flyby bombing run. And unleashes flame down upon the middle of the ship. And you hear just screams.
Oh my goodness, the second one's Gillian.
These are some great saves, guys. Great saves.
Oh no!
Has a +5.
Oh.
There's a 3.
She's gonna use her inspiration.
Okay.
She has a +5. Okay, yeah.
Oh, the DM never told us we earned inspiration last time.
That was up to Heather, the DM. She had a chance to give everybody inspiration.
I didn't know I could.
I didn't know I had that power.
You told me not to fuck with your game because if I did, then you would come in and pwn us. Apparently, fixing Mannix's leg means we get attacked by a freaking dragon.
think you did. Yeah, I think whatever you did brought the.
Why did you just roll 16d6?
That is the fire breath as this dragon breathes just red hot napalm down upon you. Everybody except Kaless fails the save.
What?
We're all just gonna die here. I told you we're fucked.
Max is just shouting from below, "We're fucked, guys! We're fucked!" We're done so.
It's all over.
51 damage.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so Gillian.
Are the pirates
down.
just Crispies?
Yes, so you see at least one red shirt pirate do the Howie Long just scream as it's engulfed in flames.
Allosaurus is no more, but I don't take any carryover damage.
Nice.
Any chance this was a melee attack?
This was the exact opposite of a melee attack.
I can
Oh,
parry a
man.
melee attack.
Parry that fireball.
That's such a good spell for Gillian when she was up.
No.
It was Wall of Water.
Oh.
You take half damage from fire.
Yep, that would have been good.
Oh well.
Yep.
Gillian goes down. George is
Oh,
hurting. So, Kaless, you take half damage.
Yay?
Theron loses
Is the damage rounded down or up?
down, I believe.
Okay.
And the dragon continues its flight pattern. It breathes the fire down and just keeps flying out to where it is now another about 40 feet away, heading the other direction. But it looks like it is circling. Now, the other problem you have is that much of the ship is now on fire. And you see flames spreading around the middle part of the ship. And Ortome begins to panic in the back. And you see that a lot of the flame and the dragon's wings and claws, when it came by, seems to have shredded large chunks of the sail as she went. And you can see it like tattering and flapping in the wind. Gillian needs to roll a death save, I think.
Yeah. What's going on up? Oh god! Whoops.
That's bad.
Does that not automatically populate?
I do not know.
Okay. I don't think it does.
Mr. George, you see Gillian bleeding out next to you. Parts of the ship is on fire. Everybody's screaming, crying, or dead. Mannix is gone.
This is a terrible way to enter level 6.
That's right.
I'll show you a level up.
Where's my... Oh, there it is. What is this? 1d10 plus your fighter level.
Does this dragon look particularly old?
So
Nice.
plus 13 brings me up to a 19.
You can roll a nature, history or nature check to see if you can ascertain the power level of the dragon.
What would it take to pick up Gillian's dead body?
To pick up her body?
Yes.
2 hands.
Basically. If you explain to me what you're doing, I can tell you what kind of action that would be.
I was thinking about grabbing her and jumping off the ship.
Yeah, that you could do that.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not.
I
I'm
mean,
hoping that a Triton's body will float.
Yeah.
or if not, she breathes water. So even if you're in
Okay.
water with,
She is currently unconscious and bleeding. bleeding out. So that
You
is...
can still breathe when you're unconscious.
but presumably Tritons, when they're doing first aid on each other underwater, they're still breathing.
Man, I don't know what
water.
kind of Triton porn you're watching over there.
Now,
It
do
was
I
a
happen
first
to
aid
know-
video, I swear.
Do I know that this is shark-infested water?
It's the ocean. I don't know what else to tell you about that.
I mean, it's dragon infested air, so
It's dragon infested air.
Take your pick.
Literally
Like, what?
anything is better than that.
Well, I do have one option that's better, and that's just to jump in by myself. Not worry about her.
I think you could probably take care of her down there. I don't know if
Yeah.
you got like medicine checks or whatever you can do down there.
Yes, but
Yeah,
you just
if-
told me she's bleeding.
Everyone
Yeah.
wants to escape. Just get within 30 feet of me, guys. We can jump off the ship.
According to the
No.
movies, sharks like blood. So
Oh, I
Don't
see.
worry about the sharks. Come on.
Sharks are literally
This giant dragon just breathes fire, swooping back around, and George is like, "How many sharks are there in the water right now?"
What about the sharks?
Captain, what is the shark to person ratio right here?
Uh,
Brave, heedless George is
15.
thinking about
Concerned.
sharks.
Yeah, there's
He's
a shark.
brave because he thinks about things like this.
I don't think that's.
Prudent, cautious.
Okay, is Theron willing to be grabbed? That came out wrong, but
Yeah, I mean, I guess before he does that, I'm just gonna shout to everyone to jump into the water.
okay. George is
You're
going to
me.
use action to grab Theron and Gillian and jump backwards into the water,
Okay.
using his shell as a buffer against the fire.
Okay.
He's going to grab him and go whoosh.
So
Can you
Theron
breathe
is
water?
Can George breathe water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he doesn't think about that when he jumps in.
Can I breathe water?
He's just like, I assume so, and falls backwards.
Because I mean,
Technically, it
turtles
says-
don't have gills, so.
Technically, it says I can hold my breath for an hour, so that's
Okay.
same thing, I think.
Functionally.
It's the same thing.
Same thing until 59 minutes and 59 seconds in, then
Yeah.
That's a question.
I assumed I could.
I've
had
never
this
tested my limits before.
We've had this discussion before, I think, at the very beginning of the campaign. Where we were like, I can breathe underwater. Oh, wait, no, I can't.
but that's George's action.
Alright, so you are grabbing Gillian and Theron and falling back into the water.
I have never felt so safe.
Kind of a cool little slow-mo cinematic.
Yeah, I like that. In fact, George, I will give you inspiration for grabbing people and leaping off the boat
Yes.
in a heroic fashion. Kaless.
So does the dragon look like it's still going up? Like away from the boat before it makes its dramatic turn to come back around.
Going up. Yes, I guess.
Like still flying away from the boat before it does its turn to come back around. Or
Right,
has it
yeah,
already
it's...
reached its apex and it's already turned back around.
It looks like it would have to take some time to turn itself around and redo this pattern if it's going to redo it.
Okay.
But
I can like kind of see its face a little bit. Just like in profile.
sure.
Okay. As I see George and everyone diving over, I look back and I'm gonna cast darkness on its nostril and dive back into the water.
On its... Well, how does this work?
Yeah. I can cast darkness on an ob- so I'm casting it so that the center of the darkness is on the face of the dragon.
My eyes! Oh man, it does have a range.
It does. That's why I was like, how far? So yeah, I'm gonna cast it, and it's the center of this black sphere is the dragon's face, and there's nothing it can do to get it off unless I go unconscious or I'm at least 10 minutes away from it.
Okay, so you cast it on that point as it's going...
Yeah, as I see it continuing along its path, as it hits that like 59.5-foot mark,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pop darkness right as I
Gauge that
see the
distance.
profile right on the tip of its little nose,
Yeah.
and just
A little zone of darkness.
a little zone of darkness, which is what is it, a 15-foot radius sphere that it just flies into darkness, and I run to the ledge and give a little salute and do a dramatic dive into the water, which probably turns into a cannonball.
Cannonball. All right, so you are leaping off into the water.
Not that way.
Oh,
Why are you moving my token? Stop
I
it.
don't know. You said you moved out the water and you didn't move.
I said I was going
Just-
towards the direction that they went.
If we all die, we all die together.
That's right.
Yeah. That's
Except
nice.
Mannix.
Yeah.
You okay
I
there,
guess I'll
Mannix?
scream, Mannix, get off the boat!
He's gonna be the one left behind. He's literally coughing with the smoke of the boat emanating.
That's right. Like, oh wait, I thought it was gonna be.
All right, on the
Oh, it's on
NPC
fire.
turn, yeah, Mannix. So you have basically gone to like just below deck, and you see like Musharib crack open his door, and he's like, "What? Please, what is happening up there?"
All
Let me
right,
ask
you
you real
guys are
quick. Did Mannix go underneath after the fire or before the fire?
before the fire. That's the
Before.
reason I didn't get roasted.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say you'd be pretty dumb. if you
you'd
did.
be pretty dense. Yeah. And then Hugh finally like stumbles out, and he's like, "What's all this about? I heard some bad sounds." It
We're
sounds.
abandoning ship. That's what's happening. This whole place is fucked.
That's a
We're
sound
getting outta here.
I've heard before. His eyes grow wide. He
Oh.
actually walks up to you, Maddox, and grabs you by the shoulder. He says, "It's her, isn't it?"
If her is a big old red dragon, sure.
He slaps you in the face. "It's her! She's come back for me other arm!"
Oh god.
How do you only escape with an arm?
That's
Yeah,
me! That's
how
me
does-
slapping
oh,
arm! He mentioned that the
I-
entire rest of his expedition died.
Well, yeah.
How did he escape?
Dumb
Lost
luck.
an arm.
Yeah.
Well, this ship's on fire, guys. We need to get off it ASAP. I'm following my buddies and I'm jumping. I don't know what you guys want to do.
The albino dwarf weaves his hands together, and you feel he gets a spring in his step, and you look out and see there's kind of a little porthole in the window, and you can open it, and he nods to all of you, and with a spring in his step, he leaps out of the porthole and just jumps.
What is the albino dwarf wearing?
Bikini.
Yeah, like rags, basically, robes.
All the dwarves are in rags.
Leaf skirt.
It's
Big leaf.
dwarven attire.
If he's albino, then jumping out would cause him to burn instantly.
He just burns. He just burns instantly.
Vampire rules.
Vampire rules, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's happy about this predicament, but unfortunately, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. He lips out of there. Hugh grabs you, Mannix, and says, "We're getting out of here, boy," and
I
attempts to.
just said that.
Yeah, boy.
Where are we going, Daddy?
He grabs you and he looks at the porthole and says, "Hold your arms and legs in. This is gonna be a tight fit."
What?
That's what Mannix says right before.
I don't like the way our relationship is developed. You.
He
I've
pulls
never had a
out.
dad before.
He pulls out a jar of liquid and just unscrews the top and just slathers
God.
you with it.
What is going on?
Oh my god.
This is special
This is
mayonnaise.
not. This is not what I came down for.
And he grabs you and hurls you towards the window.
Is it the unicorn lard?
It might be. You feel yourself. You can flatten yourself into like a pencil maneuver. You're a pretty small, lithe dude, and attempt to sail through the window, and it catches you right in the midsection, and before you have a chance to
I
grunt.
didn't consent to this.
No, you did not. Before you
You have me in a very compromised position, you.
as you try
I
to
asked you though.
as
Wait,
you
which half is stuck inside the boat?
Presumably the back half.
yeah. As you try to say something, and you see like the dragon up in the head and the water churning, a few of your friends' heads bobbing below you. You try to say something, and all of a sudden you hear a very loud "Ah!" It just fucking shoves you from behind.
You just hear a drill maneuver.
Oh god.
You go flying out of the ship.
You somehow hear a dwarf spinning in the air,
That's right.
and in a searing pain.
But it only lasts for a moment.
You all are bobbing in the water. You're not sure what Ortome is doing at this point. She's still up on the ship, but apparently, and you see the ship start to try to turn a little bit, and all of a sudden the main mast starts to crack, and you can see like splinters, like in the wood, creaking up on it. You see the dragon begin to make another pass as it's flying up. We go to Theron's turn in the water.
Hey, don't forget it's got a globe of darkness over its face.
That's true, yeah. It seems to get a little befuddled by this, but you're not quite sure what a dragon's senses are like.
I'm hoping it's a young dragon.
You know what? We've had this conversation before. This exact conversation. You cast darkness on a blue dragon back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I did that before I realized that dragons have blind sight. And then I read up on what blind sight was, is that it could just kind of perceive its surroundings. That doesn't mean it can see through the darkness. So that's why I was like, how
Like
much
radar vision.
further does it have to go? Because what I looked up last time, young dragons only have like 30 or 35 feet of the blind sight, and like an adult dragon only goes to like I think 60 feet. So if it was continuing on an arc, it's going to be outside of that 60-foot range, and it's not going to be able to perceive us anymore.
Alright.
This does not sound like a character with a 5 intelligence.
Right, yeah.
It's like talking about the trajectory of the dragon.
This week in metagaming. We've all looked up dragon's type blocks at one point or another.
I'm just gonna dive as far as you can go. Hopefully it can't swim and kill us in the water. And I'll cast my newest spell. I already don't regret.
Hey,
Water breathing.
that does.
Yeah.
And hopefully everyone's willing to receive.
That they can breathe water? Yeah. I refuse.
And I'm gonna dive down as far as I can.
Keep that magical tether. Alright, Mr. Mannix, you see Theron cast this protective water breathing spell. You also notice Gillian is still unconscious and looks pretty bad, in bad shape.
Oh, right.
As you have
Can I
slipped.
cast as a ritual?
So what?
You can spend 10 minutes doing it, yeah. Everybody hang on a second.
There's only 10, I thought it was 15.
I think it's 10, I'm not sure. It's definitely not combat usable
Either
though.
way.
Yeah.
Jokes.
I don't have any potions of healing left to bring her back.
You can do a medicine check just to stabilize her.
Yeah. I will do that. Just a regular medicine check.
Yes.
I forget what the first aid kits do. I think they give you advantage on that or something like that. I forget.
My turn?
I don't have
Either way,
one,
I'm
but-
probably not going to use a first aid kit in underwater.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah.
Just
Regular medicine
saying.
check. Try to staunch the bleeding.
Yeah.
Why are these bandages not working?
He opens it up, everything's just floating everywhere.
Everything's
Oh
under-
no! That should be enough to stabilize, I would hope. Forgot where those rules are. But yeah, I think it just means that she's at 0 hit points, but no longer rolling death saves, I believe.
Yeah.
There we
Right,
go.
yeah.
Stabilize. It's a DC 10 medicine check. Stable creature doesn't make death saving throws, even though it has 0 hit points, but does remain unconscious.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, then I will also dive under the ship, and I'm gonna try to. Since I can breathe underwater now, I don't have to worry about going back up. Try to like push down under the bottom of the boat and get directly under the middle of the boat, and use that to like hold myself down.
Okay.
Like use the top of the ship as like cover. I guess.
Yeah. Try to stay under.
Stay under it. Yeah.
Most of you are probably weighted down quite a bit with all the shit you've got on you.
Yeah, plus all the air is going to be out of your lungs, so I don't think you have
That's a good
floating,
point.
Ooh, that is a good point.
Yeah.
unless you're extremely fat. Don't worry about that.
Blubber to keep you up.
That's buoyant.
Buoyancy. Yeah.
Okay. You all don't really... I guess some of you are on the top of the water, so you see the dragon get befuddled from the darkness and kind of loses its trajectory a little bit and veers off course slightly, and then it shakes its head once it gets past that point, and then roars angrily and turns, but you see it's going to take a little bit longer for it to come across the back to the ship at this point. So Gillian's unconscious. George... at this point, do you all want to just kind of... What do you all want to do? Do you want to hang around the ship, or do you want to try to like flee somewhere?
Ooh, I want to flee to the bottom of the ocean. The ocean.
Under the sea.
We're ocean creatures now.
This is our home.
I mean, the water breathing lasts for 24 hours.
It does.
And we can take a long rest in between, like, for 8 hours. So, could we
You
keep this
could.
going forever?
We could be sea creatures.
We could live under the sea forever.
Yeah.
Our shit would just rust, and we would, I don't know. There's got to be adverse affections to living under the water.
We'd get shell armor.
Shit, yeah.
I'd have conch shoulder pads.
'Cause basically, I could take you out of combat right here. If you...
That works for me.
Okay.
Probably
I
not
don't-
out
That
of-
ship is done for.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are going to try to, fight the dragon or
Okay.
save the ship.
So as you guys go down underwater, you continue to have this really crazy effect because you can see like just the light flaring whenever the dragon breathes fire, and you count it's a number of times now in between beats as this dragon comes by and flings it. And at one point the ship tries to veer, and if you're still hanging around the ship, you see at some point it starts to crack right in the middle and split apart. You still haven't seen any other bodies fall off, however. But eventually it gets really...
Wait, Orme and her sidekick didn't jump off the ship?
Mm-mm.
What?
You
He's
never
the
saw that.
captain.
Should have forced them off the ship or something. They're dead. They are absolutely dead.
So you don't
Yep.
see the fate of any of the other characters on the ship, but it looks like your dwarves made it off. You made it off. Hugh did jump out of the porthole himself at some point during a dramatic moment. But yeah, you see this flaming wreckage of the ship just going down around you, and you kind of have to, at that point, swim a good distance away because it's starting to get dangerous with all these just different pieces and parts. And as George alluded to, the area is now causing such a scene that it's beginning to attract the wrong kind of sea life. So,
The sharks are coming. George was right.
but you can kind of remember where you
They're
were.
fire-breathing sharks.
Where you were generally, and you think if you traveled about north or northwest, even underwater, granted you're not in a great shape to do it, but you feel like you could actually make it to land before your water breathing might actually run out with some extreme swimming. Now, just because you can breathe water, that doesn't give everybody a swim speed, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it would be...
And can anyone tell direction under the sea?
Probably not.
I would hope that, well, our Triton's unconscious. Let's see, I would hope a Triton could, but
Yeah.
she is...
Our only way.
Yeah.
What
I'd
sea
wake her
creatures?
up, except for she didn't agree to have gills, so I don't want to wake her up.
Right.
What sea creatures are? I don't know. Any dolphins? Are there any dolphins here?
You haven't spotted any dolphins yet.
Anything large enough to pull us?
You can wrangle.
I don't need a wrangle. I speak Aquan.
Just talk to.
You could, yeah. You can't speak to beasts, but you can speak to like tritons and like sea elves and stuff.
Oh, I can't talk to fish.
Right, you're not Aquaman.
Well, you can talk to fish.
They just can't talk.
You can talk to whatever you want. George just has very long, lengthy conversations with all of the creatures you meet underwater.
George, if the fish start talking back to you, we need to be made aware.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's use this skill.
But yeah,
Conscious person.
you do not see any remains or fate of the captain or first mate. You think a lot of the other red shirts were killed in the attack as the dragon continued attacking this ship. And you
But the
all,
wreckage of the ship as we swim away or whatever, does the wreckage of the ship look like anyone could have survived it?
it's hard to tell from your point of view.
Yeah.
It would be pretty dicey if they did.
All right, I have a plan. George yells into the water with his Aquan. We need some help. We have a downed Triton, 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 that needs some first aid. For any of you who are listening, come. Please help us. We are the saviors of the land and the sea, and please help us save your fellow Triton.
You see a particularly attentive sea turtle has wandered by and just stares at you.
Up comes a kraken.
Yeah.
I speak Aquan. Oh god.
You have summoned me from the depths.
George adds in, she's really pretty and she's single.
The sea turtle's
You're taking
eyebrow
a long time.
waggles.
I'm not talking to the sea turtle. I'm hoping that my sound waves will
Get out of
travel.
here, sea turtle. I'm talking-
Little do you know, the sea turtle is Prince of the Seas.
I know, right?
You've now offended
Anyway,
him.
my goal is for my sound waves to travel. It's up to DM to decide whether that happens or not.
The DM will keep that in mind.
Past the foot is just like.
Exactly. Let him dream. Let him dream.
They can hear you, but
Yeah.
You mean the pretty single Triton thing didn't attract anybody?
After the better part of a day, when the water breathing spell is starting to thin out a little bit, the seafloor finally starts to rise a bit underneath you, and you travel a bit more in that direction, and you finally emerge onto a beach where you all promptly collapse onto it.
And die from suffocation because we still have gills.
You can't breathe water and air at the same time.
you keep your. But life is a beach, am I right, guys?
That was a pretty good one.
Hugh has like a wild look in his eye. Says, "That was Tinder, a dragon from the mine. Our mine, Theron. It's the one who moved in and took over, killed the dwarves, killed my expedition, took my arm, burned that whole ship down."
That's what's guarding the mine?
That's
You
right.
need an army to take that thing down.
That's why we brought the best, right, Theron? These ones, and even that spindly fellow over there. You see the way he shot through that porthole? Magnificent.
We're all dead.
I'm having pretty serious doubts about this.
Aye, she's pretty tough, but I know the way to the mine. We can get back in there. Maybe catch her by surprise or something.
Oh, By surprise, huh?
I didn't
Sure.
think she'd even be patrolling out this far. Not even letting anybody this close. That's a territorial one. We gotta get rid of her to get the mine.
This is not what we signed up.
We have two options: kill the dragon to get in the mine, kill you and not have to worry about it.
Either way, the quest is solved.
That's right. Quest
And
complete.
you only have one arm.
You throw a used body into the mine.
There, quest complete.
Les waiting behind him with the knife, going, Step, step, step.
You'll all be properly rewarded. I'm sure once we get this mine up and going, we can work out some kind of a payment plan. You can get a real investment, ROIs and all that.
I'm not too worried about the payment plans if we're all dead.
Well, I certainly have to send a fruit basket to your widows and everything.
What do you look like we have widows, man?
It might surprise you, but I'm single.
Oh, I thought you and the spindly one.
No, we broke that up a long time ago.
Yeah. We're still friends, though. It's all good.
I don't know about that.
It's very mature of you.
I mean, I guess we can see what we can do, but as it stands right now, Hugh, I don't know how us 7 going against a dragon is going to turn out. I'll be honest with you.
Odds it says, I knew it wasn't gonna be easy, but you're all a lot stronger than any I've seen before. Trust me on this.
Uh-huh.
She's pretty strong, but out on the ship like that, we're sitting ducks. We can catch her in the mine. I think we've got a chance. Maybe not all of us make it out, but I think enough of us do. Acceptable losses.
Great. I know what that means.
You're the Galaxy Quest character that's like, I don't have a name. I'm the first to go down.
Well, at the very least, we can try to get their home back.
Yes. I suppose we could do that. And Mushrib's just been quiet this whole time.
What do you think?
To the albino dwarf?
Yeah.
He says, a dragon like that is very bad for the land. This land is already so hurt and red and angry. But this dragon came in and burns everything down unnaturally. It's not good part of the balance of Chult. And we really just want our home back. Do what you want with the mine. But the forge, where we lived and worked. At that point, Hugh says, worked! Ooh. He pulls you Theron aside and says, I'm thinking some free labor here, Theron. Get them the home back and they work for us. Everybody's happy. And we're rich.
I think you and I have different ideas about this.
But you'll help me kill the dragon, won't you, Theron?
Yes, I'll help you.
Slaps you on the back. That's the spirit. Let's all get a nice rest up and head to the mine. We should only be a few days' travel.
You, though, Musharib, you're on board with this, right? You said it just dies.
Sorry, you cut out
You
for most of that.
Oh. So yeah, I'll address Boucher. I said like, but you're on board with this, right, man? You don't get your home back unless that dragon dies. You're gonna have to help us out here.
Oh, my. I will try my best. I don't have too many skills. My main skills were people skills. That's why they sent me to the city. And as far as you know, this guy's been fucking weird as hell. I am the most social one of my group.
He was the homeless, like, rag wearing, like,
Yeah.
just yeah, okay.
This guy's
Can
got
I,
to turn
like-
the Hulk or something, right?
That's right. He's got.
Can
to.
I like sneak up behind him and just like with my dagger, just give him a tiny little poke
Just a
to
little
see if he,
fuck,
like,
see if he turns into the Hulk.
Yeah.
He just kind of
Like
flinches.
I will stealthily sneak up behind him, so he has no idea I'm there, and just give him the tiniest little and see what happens.
He flinches a little bit. That's what happens.
Poke him again
Well,
and
if
again.
you can't fight, anything that you know about the mine that might help, any information off, because we're gonna have to get this done, or we're all gonna die here,
Says
including you.
I may be able to find any of my tribe. I've been displaced out here.
Great. Get us an army. We'll march in there with an army to albino droids.
Oh, I don't know if I would say army exactly. We're not the marshalling type.
All right, I'm tired of talking to you. Let's go. You're exhausting.
Yeah. All right. The good news is, once Gillian regains consciousness, you can all get a long rest with the help of her hut.
Right.
But Gillian does need to roll for a
Lasting injury.
yes, thank you. Con save.
Rochelle's gonna.
Nicely
Oh, well,
done.
damn. But I say Rochelle's gonna get back mad because she's got like a fucked up face or something.
Fucked up face.
It's
Well,
even more beautiful than it was before.
That's right. That's right.
Somehow. Alright, yeah, so you guys can long rest, and then let's go on a break. We'll be back in a few minutes. coming back from the break, so you all have rested after your terrifying ordeal with the dragon and the ship going down. But at this point, your nearest location is the Wormheart Mine. It is about 2 days travel. So you were able to long rest that first night on the beach, and then you can spend the next 2 days traveling up through the jungle. You do not see or witness or hear any more of the dragon. It appears satisfied with its attack, and you're not sure where it went, but you could probably assume back at the mine.
Okay. So we're just straight up in the middle of the jungle again as we travel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you travel north. It looks like about 2 days worth, about 20 miles. Hike through a little bit of the jungle here until you get to the mine. What's everybody's passive perception like these days?
18.
Good lord. The rest of you are...
This is last week. This is my only time to flex my perception.
That's true. The rest of you are muted, by the way. With an 18.
I have a 14 and 11 in my possession.
There you go. Class, what is your...
Embarrassing.
Just not paying attention at all. Stroll into the jungle. I don't know what George's is, but I don't think it's higher than...
No, Manix has the highest one. I checked for whatever I had to do.
As evening approaches and you search for a proper clearing to camp for the night, Manix, you hear just up ahead, very softly, what sounds like a few leaves crunching, and then a series of hissing sounds. Before...
Crunching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before you can react, a pair of large leopard-like creatures emerge from the jungle directly in front of you. Aside from their abnormally large size, the creatures sport a mane of hissing snakes surrounding their neck, fangs dripping with venom.
That's dangerous sounding.
Have some art for that. You see something like this.
Ooh, they like come out of his neck. That's weird looking.
Yeah.
I want to be it.
Can I be it?
They look pretty awful. Theron, you don't recall this being any kind of natural beast that you've ever heard of.
Aww.
This looks decidedly unnatural and exceedingly dangerous, and they look like they were about to get the jump on all of you, except Manix, you heard them coming, so...
And this is the part, ladies and gentlemen, where my husband determines he's sleeping on the couch tonight.
Determined that?
Yeah. Snakes, man, snakes.
I mean, jungle's full of them. It is a problem.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some initiative from everybody here, please.
Wait, this is.
Wait, why am I in the front?
Sorry. Yeah, you all can determine your marching order.
Oh, this isn't at night. We're just marching through the jungle when this happens.
Yes.
Okay.
It was like evening, and you're heading
Wait, why are we
towards...
not in our hut?
Yeah, it's evening. You're heading towards like a clearing or trying to find one.
Okay.
Night was starting though.
I assume I'd be near the front at least.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, you guys can decide your marching order here. He would probably be up front too.
God damn it.
Wow.
What size are these creatures?
They are the large size.
So I rolled a 9 on initiative.
For
For
oh,
Theron.
because it oh, okay. Let's see. So I need to change yours to 9 and hers to a 19.
Yes. And my dex is 16 Mannix.
Yep.
What's yours?
I'm not competing with anyone anymore. Mine's 13.
Take that. Mr. Hugh Hackenstone. It's 15. Alright, so opening up, we're going to have a surprise round between these beasts and Mannix, and then we go as normal.
Great.
Yep. And the beasts are going first for the surprise. One of them opens its mouth and lets loose this gas that just seeps out of its mouth and flings towards all of you, like shoots it out into a 30-foot cone in front of it.
Ah, we're all so muched up.
I need to know how to beat this creature.
And I need everybody in here to give me a con saving throw as you feel this mist swirling around you.
Can we say I like did like acrobatic jumping type moves to get out of the way and do an acrobatic freaking
A con saving throw, please. Ooh, look at these saves.
My con saving throw is a plus 12. So. Not a plus
I
12.
rolled a 2.
Wow.
Theron with the plus 7 con.
Uh-huh.
My goodness. Man, Theron is just so enraptured by these exotic creatures,
Uh-huh.
staring intently.
Mannix is going to see the way this is going down. He's going to study the angles, look at the gas. He's going to innately understand that he needs to roll a 20 to avoid this.
Staying up, alright.
And he is going to do that. So I guess I can actually roll
So
the
you
thing.
rolled a 20. Withstand the gas effects. You saw this coming somehow. And yet you said nothing.
Yep. I let them all.
Alright. Gillian, Theron, Hugh. I need to roll for Mushari back there too. You inhale deep of the gas, and you slip into unconsciousness. So that was Theron, Hugh, and Gillian.
Well, good luck, everyone else.
Yep, you feel just these effects like swirl over you, and it just your head gets lightheaded, and you just kind of fall gently to the ground. Completely unconscious. The other one decides to pounce forward, fangs bared, straight at George, who's still standing. And
George snores loudly.
makes a...
I'm asleep.
Let's see, hits it with a claw attack, so let's do one of these. How about a 22, Mr. George?
That hits. I haven't upgraded it since I leveled up.
That would be 5 damage, and you must succeed on a DC 13 saving throw or be knocked prone
What?
as it pounces
Pounce you.
towards you. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not a thing I can click on. It's a...
I know you cut out, so what am I rolling?
Oh, strength save.
Strength saving throw?
Yes, as it is pouncing on top of you, you have to try to stay upright and not fall
I have to
prone.
make a what?
13 or higher.
Hold on. Hold on.
Holding.
Wait, so what happens if I get knocked prone?
That's for you to find out, but it's not good usually when things knock you down. They usually get extra attacks on you.
It's true.
And with
All right,
advantage.
I'll use my inspiration. What was this, a strength? I can't believe it, +6. Nice
I
to
know.
understand.
Yeah.
How do you think I feel?
Third rolled a 2 on his con save.
I would stand the pounce.
You do. Is that inspiration?
Yes.
Alright, you withstand against the pounce. And as you do, its snakes come at you from all around its face and try to bite at you as well.
You should have stayed down.
It would have been worse if you stayed down. Oh, it rolls really badly though.
Wow.
Crit fail. The snakes are expecting you to be down, so they didn't expect you to stand back up,
Mhm.
and it kind of messes up a little
I
bit.
didn't expect George to dodge around him.
All right, still on the surprise round, we go to Mannix, who saw this coming.
And said nothing.
Mhm.
I will do this. I hope everybody's okay with it. I'm going to.
Hope everyone's okay with it.
In the end, it'll be helpful. I'm going to pull out my wand of magic mints, and I'm going to wave it in a circle. And of the 7 charges I can do, 1 each is going to hit Theron, Hugh, and Gillian.
Huh. All right.
Try to wake
We're
him
not
up.
asleep.
He's gonna wake you up with minty bread. It does say if let's see, what does it say?
I thought it said if they
The
hit damage,
effect
they wake up.
ends if a creature takes damage or someone uses an action to wake it.
Ah.
He's waking you up by shooting you with a magic missile. That's actually great.
That is good.
And the other 3 will go towards the leopard that pounced at George.
Accept my minty freshness.
That's right. The only way to wake up in the morning. The mintiest of breaths. All right. Let's go. 1d4
I'm excited for you to roll damage against your fellow players now.
I know.
It's exciting.
Aaron, take 5 damage. It's the worst
Jolt
I could
upright.
Hugh,
Hold a
take 3
grudge.
damage. That's right.
Ooh, Hugh's not gonna like that.
I'm about to say I'm worried about Hugh because I don't think this guy has a whole lot of health points. I don't know. And Gillian, take 5. Jesus Christ! I could not do any worse. And then the leopard monster next to
2 damage.
George. Yeah, those were worse rolls for sure. 9 damage to him.
Okay. So everybody that was unconscious gets jolted awake as you are blasted by these minty fresh magic missiles.
So fresh it hurts.
Mannix, you can have a point of inspiration for that. That was actually a really clever use of the
Thank you.
AoE magic missiles. I like that. When your team is down, use the wand of minty freshness.
That's right.
Alright.
And I'm actually gonna back up.
There you go. Okay.
I-
All right, that was the surprise round. So now we go back up to normal round with Gillian, who is now back in conscious land. I would argue that all of you that were unconscious are prone currently, however.
Gillian stands up.
It's a good start. I like the look on your face. Pondering and quizzical.
what is this character sheet?
What madness is this?
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Ah,
Okay.
And try to center it so it'll cover both of the leopard snakes.
Each object
do
is a
that.
20-foot cube. Okay, yeah. So Dex saving throw. Do you know what her DC is by any chance?
That is a 14.
Okay. Let's see. Left one.
Let's say Phoenix looks at that other leopard,
Okay.
and he's pretty sure that leopard's gonna fail.
Okay.
Why do you use these things up real quick?
Yeah, he saw that happening. Okay. Technically, you're probably supposed to re-roll this at the beginning of every day. I'm not sure, but I think I'm okay with letting you.
I think it said either I can.
You get to keep them.
I can keep them if I want, but I can't. I don't get more until the next day.
Right. Okay.
And I have to re-roll if I want more.
But
I
you
don't
can
get the
keep
same
them.
ones.
Okay.
I'll look it up, make sure, but
That's fine for now. Either
Through
way.
those real fast.
I know.
yeah, exactly. I hope this is the only encounter for today, because all the dice I get.
You were thinking about camping for the evening, so. All right. So
Yeah.
that right one ends up glowing in a whatever light you choose. Now you have advantage against it.
Okay, and Gillian's gonna move up.
Get up there, Killian.
Alright.
Hugh is going to excitedly brandish his axe, like, finally something to kill. I've heard of these beasts. They've got some kind of
Calm down there, Hugh.
special gas. They can knock you out. Thankfully, I wasn't knocked out. I don't know what he stands up. Not sure what just happened. Nobody knocks out Hugh Hackenstone. But he does brandish his axe with one hand, and he has advantage. It's obviously Hugh attacking. Alas, 12 is not going to get it done, Hugh. Ah!
That's a leopard.
I'm a little rusty on this. That does not appear to be a normal leopard. I don't know how many times I can stress this.
I want to be it.
That is...
Maybe I can convince you otherwise.
It just has a skin condition, that's all. Theron is in-universe confused by that. It's a leopard, come on!
That's a leopard.
Come on,
I should
you.
be able to be that. Why am I not?
Mr. George.
You dare pounce at me, I will pounce back. I know, very corny.
Just end up on your back, spinning around.
George pulls out his short sword and his thorn blade, and he attacks.
Ooh, boy. The first actual attack was pretty
Damn.
deadly. That was good.
9 plus 5, 14.
14.
Thanks to my level up. Let's
Boy.
do that again.
22 will hit.
That's pretty good too.
For
wait.
6.
I'm a two-handed fighter.
There's more.
What is
Oh.
going on?
What?
Crit 2 out of 3 attacks. Holy crap, George is pissed
George
off.
just hacks and hacks and hacks. Yeah, he is
Yeah, you
pissed.
do.
Welcome to
Try
Crit
to
City,
gas
bitch.
You try to pounce
Population
me.
you.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? George is pissed. Wait, hold on. Let me read this real quick.
How pissed is he?
This
Wait, it
much.
turns out not that pissed. Never mind.
It is moderately. Oh god, the action surge. He's hitting all the buttons
He's
now.
pretty pissed.
Everything. I mean, it's not a bonus action, so I can use it. So,
That's
Wow.
true.
So you. Oh yeah.
so he's just gonna attack again.
So you get
Why
one.
not?
Okay, one additional action on top of your regular action. Yeah.
You're so close.
Oof. Holy crap! These rolls, George.
Damn.
Yeah,
He's going ape.
that's the most I can do in one turn.
Well, you did a lot. That thing is still alive, but it is extremely bloody. You did a lot of damage to it. Looks to be cowering now, but hissing at you angrily as you hack away. You probably severed some of the snakes from its head.
Come on, bro.
In response, you see one of them step out. Another one emerge from the side of the jungle.
Oh,
And you
shit.
see that gas start to seep. This time it can just do
Clever girl.
That's right. I need con saves from Theron, George, Kalles, Gillian, and Hugh as it seeps out the gas from its throat.
Boom.
God damn, George, what the hell? He's got like 3 crits over there in like
George
5
should roll
rolls.
George
Is
just
this
inhales
some
the gas. He's
kind
like,
of,
Delicious.
is this some kind of like magic to put people to sleep?
It's technically not magic, but I don't know if it would be a magical effect or not.
Because magic can't put me to sleep.
Yeah, this is a description. It exhales a sleep gas in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in the area must succeed on a DC 12 con saving throw or fall unconscious for 10 minutes. It ends for a creature if it takes damage or someone uses an action to wake it.
It looks like magic to me.
I have no idea if it would fall under that range or not. I will give you advantage on the save.
But I can't be put to sleep by magic.
I know it's not a magic spell. Didn't even need the advantage. In fact, I need to roll for Hugh. I think all of you made the save. Hugh says, "Aye. Nothing puts you to sleep." Success. All of you stay upright, despite the gas floating all around you. One of them backs up a little bit, and then attempts to pounce at Theron with a claw attack.
Nope.
16, not gonna do it. It sneaks in with some snakes. Some snakeheads. Also not gonna do it. The other one will still try to attack George, just with a claw and snake combo. 21 does hit a George. 9 damage, and then it tries to sneak in some snake hair. 49. Those snakes are not quite coordinated right now.
9 damage.
Yes, 9 damage.
Let me try this.
Harry.
Plus my dex modifier, so it's a 1d8. 7, and my dex modifier is a 2.
Oh man,
So I nullify that.
you parried all that damage.
So
Ah.
good.
Lame. All right, Mr. Theron.
I'll move up 1. Transport into my non-hairy bear.
Not Harry Bear.
Type it in this box. See if that'll work.
And I will bite the one on the right.
Well, that is severely damaged. 16 will. Yeah, you do have advantage. Whoa, boy. That thing does some fucking huge damage.
Wow.
That's what she said.
You. The thing does some huge damage. That's.
Bro, I hope not.
That's terrible.
Or,
Um,
you know, maybe.
Yeah, you take a big chunk of something out of that leopard snake thing, and it howls in agony. Still up, but it looks like it is like crippled for life at the very least at this point.
And I say, welcome to the jungle, bitch.
Which just comes out as. mechanics.
I can't get in. Um. I will go ahead and get in there, I suppose.
I can't.
I'll go into,
At some point, Musharib just ran back to the bushes and hid.
of course. Yeah, flanking on this guy. Pull up a green flame blade. See if I can stab him with that.
Green flame.
21, I hope hits.
Yeah.
That is 17 damage.
All right. How would you like to destroy this odd leopard snake hybrid creature?
Just the rapier goes in, the fire travels down the rapier. He just alight and crumples.
See all the snakes like individually just
Yeah.
wither and.
Like a firework.
Yes.
Just the fire spreads down the snake heads.
Yeah. That one is down for the count. Celeste, what is with these low initiative rolls?
What I'm asking.
You need to assassinate things. You're not going to do that with low initiative.
No shit. Okay. Alright. Well, flanking for this guy, which gives me advantage, which gives me my sneak attack.
There's a bug flying around here.
Sure there is.
What? It's friggin' crits.
Oh, boy.
These players are angry that I unleashed a dragon on them, and now.
Yeah, that's our payback.
What is this number? This is a made-up number.
19 plus 25.
Nobody can do that math. That's insane.
44.
It's college math.
44 points of
That's
damage.
college math. 44 points of damage. What? And you're scared about taking out a dragon.
And then for my offhand.
That is massive damage.
Oh, it is.
I would hope so. That should be massive damage on most things. Let's see. Con save. Just unleash an insane attack on it. Does not make the con save, so it needs to roll the d10. 5.
Can't take reactions, I think.
It is stunned.
Yeah.
And cannot.
Even
Yeah, it can't
better.
take anything because it is stunned, yeah.
Alright, and then for my offhand.
Paralyzed it with your insane
Yeah.
attack. Launched forward and stab it.
I got it like right between the vertebrae.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the good spot.
Spine. My god. It's 48 damage total that turn.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, that one is pretty bad and stunned. Alright, back up to Gillian.
Which gives everybody advantage on it, right? Because it's stunned.
I think so.
That sounds right.
I think that is how stunned works.
Yep,
Alright.
attack rolls have advantage.
Let's do Fairy Fire on the other two.
Fairy fire. Also, the other part of stun, they automatically save Dex and Strength saving throws.
They automatically save?
Fail.
Okay.
Did I say save?
You did
Yeah.
say save. Interesting. Okay, so
Yeah,
that one,
That one failed.
yeah,
Yeah, we already had advantage on him, but now he's also got fairy fire.
And there's also very
Stay
fire.
on after he's back from stun.
Correct. Okay. And then the other one is a dex save.
Aww.
Does make the dex save.
Alright.
Where are these guys? It's just +3. They just roll.
Yeah, some solid rolls. Alright, Hugh sees the stunned one, runs up and says, "Ah!" with his axe. Raised high.
None of us heard
Thrilled
that.
about getting
No.
advantage.
it was just if you says raised high.
Oh,
It's-
Hugh says, "Ah!" with his axe raised high.
Nice.
Slashes at the stunned Commodon for 8 damage.
Kalesh just slings around. Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems very pleased with himself, too. Take that, you beast! You see, I stunned it! It got so admonished by my huge attacks. Mr. George.
Hear a slow clap coming from around the other side.
Yeah. He didn't even see you over there. He's just so like, ah!
George is just gonna do his 1, 2, 3 punch. Advantage.
It was pretty effective last time.
So fairy fire, you said.
Fairy fire.
4.
Easy.
Holy crap, George has not rolled less than like 20 for 6 rolls now.
Yeah.
It's been crazy.
6.
Hacking away at this
Yeah.
poor stunned beast.
Another one. Ooh, I have a feeling 15's not gonna hit. I'm not gonna do anything about it though.
15 does hit, in fact.
Oh, nice. Okay. And then using a second hand there. 23. Hack, hack, hack.
Huh, I just realized you waited until your third attack to do your sneak attack.
Save it up.
George, you murder this stunned Commodon with your whirling blades.
Did you see that, Hugh?
He nods approvingly and says, "All right, but I did most of the work.
Doesn't matter, I killed it.
I'll get the next one. But that's
Go
good.
ahead.
We'll need all this strength and ferocity."
Go ahead, here. Let me move out of the way for you.
Yeah.
He's
He
next,
nods.
By the way.
All right.
Steps out of the way.
Yeah. You move out of the way, and the Commodon immediately pounces on Hugh. Let's see. That's a claw. That will hit. 4 damage on Hugh, and it gets a bonus bite and snake attack on him.
Wait, doesn't he have to roll first?
Oh, sorry, he does have to roll. Yeah, my bad. He does have to roll the strength save. Make sure I got him selected. Sorry. I'm so happy about knocking him prone.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Strength save, Hugh. He actually has a pretty good strength save. Oh, he does fail miserably.
Wow.
So he gets knocked down. The Commandant bites him. And then the snakes come out. Ah! Although the snakes also miss. The snakes have never hit. They've been rolling really badly.
Yeah. What do they have?
Now, do we
Plus
like,
5.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's solid.
Right.
Just can't hit with the snakes.
do we like Hugh?
do we want you to live?
He's currently underneath. Oh, you know what? I had advantage on these attacks too because he's prone.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try that snake
That's what
again.
you were getting at. You're like,
Oh my God, snakes, snakes, hair snakes. You're just not doing it at all.
no.
That's terrible. That is terrible. Mannix out of the bushes.
What? God damn it. God Guys,
Another one
there's
comes
leopard over here.
roaring at you.
Why did this one wait so long? You waited
Same-
a long time.
It did. Oh, it misses terribly coming out there. It blunders. Practically slams itself into the dirt as it tried to like follow you as you ran along.
That's why it took so long. It's the klutz of the group.
It's the it's the one hyena in Lion King that just can't fucking do anything.
Yeah.
It does turn around and try to snake you though. Come on, snakes. Come on, snakes. Snakes.
No, my shield won't even protect me from that either. My shield
really?
will bring me up.
Up to an 18, yeah.
Yep.
Well, you do get a chance. I need a con saving throw from you because you get a chance to have the poison damage coming at you,
Okay.
which is that.
Oh, fuck off.
Finally, the damn snakes.
God damn it. I should have saved my 20 for now. Constitution saving throw?
Yes, sir. And it's 12 or higher to have the poison. There you go.
Alright.
So take 10 poison damage and 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
As those snakes sink into you, even though the beasts seem to miss pouncing on you.
Yeah.
Mr. Theron.
Theron looks at the one leopard snake.
Choose between your friend or your ex-lover. Oh, it's-
Sees the other
Wait,
leopard
which one's
snake.
which? I'm confused.
yeah. It's like the end of Batman Forever all over again.
Yeah.
That is a deep hole. Jesus. That took a minute.
And sighs and goes after the one next to Manic.
I hope at least one person YouTubes like the end of Batman Forever now.
I can't remember what the female role in Batman, but I remember what you're talking about now.
It's Nicole Kidman.
Is it Nicole Kidman?
Yeah. And Robin, they're both like hanging. Yeah.
Yeah.
For that at all.
He's got him in a giant.
Like suspended over
version of
something.
the-
He's like, you have to choose between your sidekick
Yeah.
and your lover. Batman's like, I don't have to do that. I don't know what he does. He's Batman. He does things.
I'm gonna kill both of them.
That's right.
So
Alright.
please make that choice. My terribly convoluted
Oh.
reference.
Save me!
Pounce on the one
He
next to
says,
Manic.
Theron! Theron, sir! He mainly wanted to do this because he wanted to pounce, I think, is the answer.
I could back up for the other one.
That's you could, but you won't.
So DC 13 strength saving throw if you're knocked prone.
Oh, do you not hit with that one?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
I think you have to actually hit with the attack first, and if that connects, which
Go
it
on.
does.
What is your plus? You get +6. All right.
Yeah, because yours works the same as these guys, where they have to hit with their claw attack, and then. All right, so that has a strength saving throw.
Uh-huh.
See, they got pretty good strength, but let's see what I can do.
Nope.
No, the Allosaurus, Theransaurus with his first pounce shows this came out to try to pounce Mannix, and then a bigger dinosaur comes roaring down and pounces it underneath.
I think I saw this in a Star Wars movie once.
I think so. So does that give you any kind of bonus?
Yeah, you have to make a bonus bite attack.
Holy shit! So another bite attack.
Wow.
Okay.
Advantage.
So the claw also hit too. That one did damage. Yes, you have advantage too. But that first claw that you did.
8.
Okay.
Oh, so bad.
Ooh.
1 to 2. Yep.
It's
Out of a
Where's that?
10. Boy, he gets a big roll too. Yeah.
It looked
Alright.
cool though.
It looked cool. It sure did.
Mannix is just
No,
fucking
it
down
is.
there sweating
I'm
bullets as these two
impressed.
giant monsters.
and now it's prone, so you could escape. I think.
Ah.
That's true.
Alright.
We have to. Let's see how I do prone. I'll do that one. All right.
Oh my god.
Speaking of Mannix,
Yeah. I will.
The Allosaurus just turns towards Mannix and gives him a big toothy grin.
it's terrifying.
All right.
You do have advantage on him anyway because he is prone at the moment.
Okay. I will stay. I will come to this position and stay here. Just hopefully. Well, will they go before George? Not George. Theron again.
Yes.
Where is there? Oh, there he is. He looks like an Allosaurus.
He's an Allosaurus now.
All right, then I won't stay there. Bite me. I will stab at him with advantage. The green flame.
Team will do it.
19. Whatever that is.
Do your
I'm
math.
not doing that.
24, I think.
24.
Jesus,
Sure.
that's a lot of damage.
And then I will disengage. I will give the Allosaurus a thumbs up as I back away.
There you go.
You're doing God's work there.
Tag team. Celeste. Celeste, the one nearest you has pounced over Hugh and is slathering all over him.
Okay, I'll just go and
He's yelling out, "Ah!"
just get behind it. And go, you
Bush
got
Creep not gonna do
this.
anything?
Right,
He's
Hugh?
literally worthless.
Literally.
He's just kind of cowering in the bushes right now.
Sorry.
Hugh, you okay? Do you need
Ah!
help?
Save me!
But you're so intimidating.
Ah! He's just screaming back at the leopard now. It's got
You
some
don't
kind
need
of
my help.
bitey things for hair. That's not fair.
Has he never seen a snake before? This is,
Never
we're learning
seen
new
a
things about him.
snake attached to a leopard before.
29 points of damage, please.
My goodness. He's like, all right.
And then another 4.
That one looks quite a bit bloodied.
That turn was not near as impressive.
Ah. Has the crit. Gillian is up next. Reese, that is you.
I'm sorry.
The part of Gillian would play.
I'm not. I'm not killing.
I forgot about her.
Yep.
She's going to do a sword attack and a crossbow attack.
Okay.
So rapier.
Sure. My goodness. You guys have hit with all of these attacks.
Then she can do psychic blades after she.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do
Alright, she's gonna
that.
Spend one of her bardic inspirations to use psychic blades, which is a 3d6. Yep. Alright. That hits. That's bad. Oh well.
Hmm.
And a crossbow attack.
That's not a good roll.
No.
Finally.
Yeah, that's all she can do.
Alright. Hugh stands up dramatically. Screams the Commandant, says, "We've got this, ladies!" and raises his axe. Advantage for flanking. Brings down his axe. Ah! 8 damage, hacks away at the beast. It looks extremely wounded at this point. We've
And
got him
you
on the
just hear
ropes.
Slow tapping.
Yeah.
Just slow clapping from the other side.
Once again, very pleased with himself for landing a hit. Mr. George. There you are. Hiding under the body of one of them.
He at the advantage.
Yes, you have this thing completely surrounded.
Yes, we do. 2. In case you forgot, I have an extra attack.
I shall never forget this.
Ooh, 14. I got rid of precision, so don't wait for me to.
Okay.
14 does hit.
Ah.
You guys have been rolling 20 plus, and 14 does hit. George,
Never
how
had
would
that.
you like to kill this beast? That's
Same
not a
like
beast.
the other one. Brutally.
With
The way that
terrifying
makes everyone else
quickness.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. Hacks away at it.
George is just gonna charge at this one. This last attack.
That one is still prone, so you do have advantage.
Yes, I do.
For 14.
Yes.
Alright, that one looks in pretty bad shape. That one, on its turn, will stand up prone and take the disengage action and immediately turn around and run into the jungle. Sees all of its fallen comrades and all of you and this giant dinosaur after being knocked down and just runs.
Run away.
Hugh raises up his axe and says, "Ah! We did it! I knew this was the right group."
Yep, we did it. And you helped.
As Celeste walks by them, she accidentally hits him with her elbow. See?
See? I helped, and that other dwarf did nothing. Worthless.
Is he talking to me?
Are you a dwarf?
Talking about the albino dwarf that hid in the bushes during the fight.
I heard elf.
Suddenly-
I didn't.
Oh.
dwarf.
Oh no, yeah, albino
Is
dwarf.
Celeste suddenly self-conscious about her height?
Yeah.
No, at some point we got like magically hit like at the very beginning of this campaign, and she grew a foot taller. So
Okay.
she's not concerned with height. I literally heard the elf and not dwarf.
Mm.
Okay.
No, he's very pleased with everybody that fought in this battle.
Well, good. We're semi-pleased with your performance.
Hi.
You get like a C plus.
You all seem like the right group to take out this mine. I look forward to continually working with you. I don't know why we need that one along. And once again, disparagingly looks at the other dwarf. Just kind of meekly shuffles forward.
I don't know how many times we have to explain to you that we're doing you a favor. We're doing him a favor.
George, you have any interest in these beasts?
Oh,
What about me?
I would like the gas gland of a
The
Commodon.
DM did just refer to them as beasts.
I did. They are, well, you can study them. They are not, in fact, beasts at all.
Oh.
They are monstrosities.
Ooh. Oh.
Large
George
monstrosities.
his list and carefully carves out the gas gland. And if the DM will allow it, the snake skin as well.
Take some snake skin.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure
snake
one of
skin
them
of a
you could
giant.
probably get a snake skin out of it.
The snake skin of a giant snake, perhaps?
I don't think it's a giant snake, but I will let you go ahead and grab enough snake skin off of the at least one surviving Commodon to have a reasonable facsimile. And the gas gland. That will complete your personal quest. I still have to put together your reward and your continuation of your quest, which we will do that next time as we are running out of time. And we will also be entering. By the way, you can long rest tonight, and then start of the next day. You are basically outside of Wormheart Mine, which is where we will find ourselves next time. So thank you to Chris, Heather, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to all our wonderful fans for watching, including the patience of the huge false start we had earlier this evening, which if you're watching this after the fact, you don't know anything about that, hopefully. Go to RogueWatson.com for recaps, patreon.com/RogueWatson if you'd like to support the channel. We're live streaming our D&D adventures every week. We will see you next time. By the way, I am not here for Crafting Annihilation next week, or any of the Let's Plays or anything. I'm on vacation, but I will be here for Friday's Let's Play and D&D. Yes.
It's like, I guess I should mention that I'm going to be in Alaska for the month.
Possibly.
Alaska is your next adventure stop?
You always call in, though.
Yeah, I intend to. It'll only affect the 30th, but I think I should be able to call in, assuming the fucking middle-ass nowhere of Alaska has one.